If you're still getting confused using the MT5 app, then this video is for you, because in this video I'll be going step by step in a very simple and practical way how you can use the MT5 app in both analyzing and executing trades. Yes. So many beginner traders find it hard for them to use MT5 and it has led to a lot of losses. But today I'll be breaking that down step by step. So the first thing you need to have is your MetaTrader5 app, which you can see on the left hand side. But if you don't have it, then you need to download it from the Play Store. So when you get into the Play Store, you look at the search button, which is just below, and you search the MetaTrader 5. After putting in MetaTrader 5, you click the search button for it to bring out the app. As you can see already, I have it installed in my phone, so I wouldn't need to install. But if you do not have it installed on your phone, this is the right place for you to install the app into your phone. Since I already have it installed, I will just go into MetaTrader 5 app. On entering the app, the first thing that you see is the charts, and right now you can see that it's gold 15 minutes time frame. At the left hand side, you can see the quotes tab. When you go into the quotes tab, you will see different currency pairs, the Euro USD, GBP USD, and so on. For you to add a currency pair that is not here, you click that plus button at the right hand side at the top of the screen to add a currency pair that doesn't exist here right now. And your currency pair, let's say for instance I'm looking for the currency pair GBP JPY. So you click in GBP JPY. As you can see, it's already here. So we click the plus sign at the right hand side, just in the front of the currency pair, to add it. Once you see that mark, you already know that it has already been added. So you can go back, and right here in the quotes tab, you can now see GBP JPY. That's how you add any other currency pair to the quotes tab. Okay, for instance, let's try it again. Let's add Euro JPY. There is no Euro JPY, but let's say that's what we want to trade. You click on the plus sign, you press your find symbol search bar, and you click in Euro JPY. Then you click this plus sign at the front to add it. When you go back to your quotes tab, you can now see it added. But for today's lesson, we'll be focusing on GBP USD. So from here, which is the quote tab, you'll be able to choose whatever currency pair that you choose to trade. So for this tutorial, we'll be choosing GBP USD. And you click on chart. It takes you straight into GBP USD chart. Now we are in the 15-minute time frame, which is actually for scalpers. But let's say you are a day trader and you want to switch around with time frames. You click on the screen and you see this circle that is filled with different type of time frame and other tools as well. Now from this circle, you can see different time frames. You can see M1, M5, M15, M30, H1, H4, D1, W1, and MN. All of these mean time frames in their basic acronyms. The ones that carries M mean minutes. For the M1, that means 1 minute time frame. The M5, 5-minute time frame, 15-minute time frame, 30-minute time frame, 1 hour time frame, 4 hours time frame, 1 day time frame, 1 week time frame, and 1 month time frame. You are able to choose the type of time frame that you really want to focus on from here. So let's just say, for in the case of this tutorial, we decide to focus on the 1 hour time frame, which is the H1. We'll just click on that and it takes us to the chart for 1 hour. Now, another thing could be, how do you add your lines, like your trend lines, your resistance lines, and Fibonacci and stuff like that. Now, you do the same thing. You click on the screen, and these other tools is where you get that from. Now, here you can see these three shapes. You can see the square, the circle, and the triangle that are together in one. That's where you click. After clicking there, you see favorite object T. The T means if you want to type out something. Let's say, for instance, you put up a line, but you want to come back hours after and still remember what that line mean. This is where you go. When you click the line, you'll be able to type in whatever. So right now, if you type this, hold that text and click this pencil icon you can see here, you'll be able to edit it to whatever. So let's just say you identify a break of structure and now you want to type that in. You can delete this and type it in, which is break of structure. So this one is going to help you to know where exactly your lines are and what they mean. But we won't be doing that in this tutorial, so we'll delete. But that is actually what the T means. So if you want to do something else, you click on this icon. You see this other one, which is the second. This one is the Fibonacci. And for you to draw the Fibonacci, you just click on the screen and you draw. You click on the screen and you draw, and that's how you'll be able to, if you are the kind of person that trades Fibonacci, it's very easy for you to be able to put this into place. That is it for that. Then the third one is this vertical line. If you want to maybe demarcate one session from the other, it's just for you to copy this and separate them. Then the most important one, which actually matters to us right now, is resistance and support lines. You click on that same icon and you see this horizontal line here. You click on it to, and you are able to also move it to position it to where you want it to be. Let's say, for instance, from the charts now, we can see this pullback here. So you put this line where you see the pullback. That is actually one resistance. You can also copy. Instead of you doing the same thing that we just did while bringing this line, you can make it easier for yourself by just copying. So you click the line and you press this button that is in between this pencil icon and the delete, which is the copy, and you are able to copy another line effortlessly. Now we can position it somewhere here as a second pullback. So that is how you put in lines. So right now, let's delete that. So you are able to also do that. Also, from this icon, you still be able to put in trend lines. Let's say if the market is trending upwards, you'll be able to draw it. Let's say the market is trending from this point to this point. You'll be able to draw it effectively using this trend line. So this is how you draw it. As you can see from the GBP USD in the 1 hour time frame, we can see that market has just broken the trend line from a uptrend and now is navigating towards the downtrend. So that is it for being able to draw horizontal lines, vertical lines, trend lines, and putting in text. Now, the next thing I want to focus on is how to place trade. Now, for instance, let's say you are in a signal group and they put in an order which is buy you GBP USD. They gave you a stop loss and they gave you a TP. How do you put up that trade? Now, the first thing you do is that you go to you look at the right hand side, the top right hand side of the screen, you see a red and a blue icon, one in circle and one in rectangle. You choose the one for the rectangle if you want to execute a trade this minute. When you click it, you see the sell at the left and the buy at the right, and in the middle here you see the lot sizes. So let's say you want to buy one standard lot. You click in this arrow. If you want to sell, let me say a 0.01, you click in this side. Now let's just focus on you want to buy a one standard lot. You press here and you click one. You always need to make sure that this part of your trading, you pay very very close attention to it before you click a buy or a sell, because it's very easy for you to click a buy or a sell without following the protocols. So what you do is, if you want to immediately execute a trade without putting a stop loss and a TP, this is a very easy way to go. But if you want to put up a trade, putting in stop loss and take profit manually before entering the trade, then you need to go to the next, which is the third tab, which is this chart looking tab, and you click in at the right hand side, the top right hand side, you see the plus sign. You click that, and let's say you want to buy, and according to what we said, you want to buy one standard lot. So we have to reduce this 10 standard lot that is right here to 1, and you take this euro USD to GBP USD, because that is what we are trading on. Then you put in your stop loss and you put in your TP. So let's say, for instance, your stop loss is 1.33500 and your TP is 1.45000. After you've done this manually, before you can click in a buy or a sell, I would actually advise this for most beginners, because it just helps you to keep track of whatever that you are going to be risking in that trade. Another thing that I also want to talk about is putting sell stop others or buy stop others, and putting sell limits or buy limits. To do that, you go to this second tab here, which is charts, and this circle where we see this blue and green, you click on that and you choose exactly what you want to trade on. Let's say if you want to trade buy limit, you put your stop loss and your TP where you want to put it. If you want to trade sell stop, you come to the bottom. At the bottom, you'll be able to choose from a buy limit, sell limit, as you can see, buy stop, sell stop, buy stop limit, and sell stop limit. So whatever one you choose, let's say we decide to go for a sell stop, you need to put your stop loss and your TP. As you can see, this sell stop can only be here, and your stop loss has to be above and your TP has to be below, because we are targeting price downwards. So that is it for the limit others. So another thing that I want to say is the history. So for the history, maybe you want to see how your trades did well in the last week or in the last month. What you do is that you come to this icon that says history, and you click on this calendar looking icon at the right hand corner of the screen. Then you'll be able to select from today, last week, last month, last year. Because this is a new account, you won't be able to see any data, but in actually becoming a better trader, you want to be keeping track of your progress from weeks and months. So this is a good way to track your data. It is a good way to track your data. Or if you want to do a custom period, you might be from, let me say, January to June. You want to see how well you've done in 6 months. Then you go to custom period and you input in the figures. So that is it for history. I think that is basically all that you need to know for putting up a trade. If there's any other thing that you would want me to make a video on that I probably did not touch in this video, or that you want to know more about, you could also put it in the comment section below. So far, if you've liked this video, if you learn a thing or two, or MT5 has become much more easier for you to understand, I would appreciate if you can give this a like so that it gets to other audience that would find this content helpful to them. And subscribe to my channel, because I post in things like this that will help you if you are a beginner trader or a struggling trader. So this is all for today, and thanks for watching. See you in my next video.